I'm Tom Sang. I'm the Assistant Professor of Energy Business. I'm also the Assistant Director of the School of Energy. I'm responsible for the undergraduate program in energy management. A couple of years ago, with the decline in oil prices, we were aware, based on just layoffs we were reading about with oil and gas companies, that there was every likelihood that our students would find it tougher to get jobs in the upstream sector of the oil and gas industry. And so the logical kind of outgrowth was to reach out to the midstream companies. These are the gathering and processing companies, transmission and storage companies, and even refiners are considered part of the midstream, along with marketing and trading. And since my background really was that in the industry, I started reaching out to a lot of my contacts to see about having them come and interview our students and potentially hire our students. Along those same lines, then, we saw definitely a need to tweak the curriculum to attract those employers. We have a very solid petroleum land management upstream type of curriculum, but we were somewhat lacking in terms of content that might attract the midstream companies. And so we've been working on that for almost 2 years now, and we believe we finally have a curriculum that's going to meet the needs of both of those sectors, upstream, midstream, and even some of the downstream companies in this industry. The energy industry itself is extremely dynamic. It's constantly changing. I know that people have issue with the volatility of prices, up one day, down the next, those kind of things. But it's a very exciting industry. And of course, if you're native to one of the producing states, especially Oklahoma, Texas, Louisiana, New Mexico, Colorado, Kansas, generally a lot of those students grow up, they understand that they're in an energy state and they have a desire to go into that industry. Right now, the key thing that our program differs from other programs is this new expanded curriculum. We have an advisory council that's comprised of upstream, midstream, and downstream company representatives. They helped us form the curriculum. They have blessed it. It was voted on by the faculty and approved, and we will be initiating it officially in the fall of 2017. A lot of the other programs are still going to be more focused on upstream, which is truly a petroleum land management type program. There are jobs out there, but not as many as there used to be. About half of our graduates now go to work directly for oil and gas companies, and then the remainder do go to work for midstream and downstream companies. So I think the new curriculum gives students an opportunity to come in to be in the energy business, but not be necessarily confined to one particular segment. I think the more courses that they take, they'll start to get a feel and aptitude for a particular area of the business they might want to go into. The low enrollment, affords the student an 11-to-1 student-to-faculty ratio. I take very, very much pride in the fact that I know every single one of the energy management students on a first-name basis. We have a student association, and the students, really and truly, I think it to you, there is a lot of hand-holding, and I don't mean that in a negative way. They are guided. This program is career-oriented, and they have opportunities to receive help with things like writing their resumes, cover letters, mock interviews that have actual business professionals who come in and interview them and critique them. There's a campus career services center here at the College of Business. We have the Student Affairs Center, which also has its own career center. I've got contacts in the industry. So from my perspective, there's every effort made to have these students achieve success. They have to take advantage of it, but certainly the resources are here at their disposal.